So in today's video, we will be discussing on the things you must remember while developing a SaaS business. We all know like having a SaaS or running a SaaS application can be a challenging task, eventually for people who are coming from non-technical side. You have to hire a team, you have to go through the documents, you have to have a proper plan as well as the budget. So in this article, I'm going to share you a couple of points that I've been doing in my particular SaaS projects and I've learned from my experience. Before we start jumping onto the SaaS and the entire video, I want to give some lights on my book that I have wrote recently. It's called Cheat Code for Building a SaaS, where you will be having all the ins and out of the entire SaaS development. What are the resources, the tips and tricks you can use, also what are the budget and pricing that you have to bear for making a SaaS application. Now, moving forward, the number one point that I want to say to you. Now moving forward, the number one point I want to highlight is not every time you need to have a fully fledged SaaS application. You may think that there is one or two features that you have incorporated in your idea and you wanted to execute it. But what I would recommend is that for that one or two feature that you are going to execute, you don't need to make a fully fledged SaaS application from ground up. You can also make some kind of extension or plugin which can directly integrate with the already running SaaS application in the market. This will give you a good amount of market people to whom you can target to. This will also save you time as well as the money, and you will also learn from many things while developing a SaaS or such kind of extension of plugin. Number 2 point I want to highlight, you don't need to borrow or lend any kind of funds, investment or any kind of resources in the starting. What I recommend is that if you're planning to build a SaaS application, you should have some kind of a backbone that should fund or invest in yourself. You can start with content writing, you can start with consulting others, or some kind of a business or some kind of a thing that you can actually provide the funds to your particular SaaS application instead of giving it from your day-to-day job. That is also one of the possibility, but again, if you do that thing, there are risks also. For example, if the SaaS does not happen, if let's suppose team ran for some reason, you have actually wasted, or all those money has gone in the vain, like you cannot use it. So my recommendation would be have a side hustle where you can actually start with some project or side running consultation firm, which can actually help you to fund your SaaS application. Third point I want to highlight, to have a proper budget plan. This is very important, specifically for people who are starting and have low budget. You need to downsize and you need to take care of the resources that you are having in your hand at that time. In these areas, you also need to consider in all the aspect of the cloud as well as the services, all the resources that you are going to buy from the third party as well. You have to have a clear picture, a node or a directory maintained of what subscription you have to opt for and how it is actually useful for you or not. Number 4 point is about proper validation and research. Now this is the place where most of the people lack. They don't do a proper validation as in the research of their SaaS idea, and they directly jump into the market hoping that people will buy their application, which eventually does not happen. So my recommendation would be again to do a proper validation research, to hire a consultant or an advisor who will sit down with you, who will research on your idea, who will give you the honest opinion on what you are and where your niche can be, and then you should approach that particular SaaS application. Now, fifth point is like hiring and maintaining a proper communication channel between your teams. You may have a development team, you may have a sales team, you may have an HR or something other, or you may also have a co-founder that you have found from, or your friend is the one with you. You need to have a proper communication and proper documents maintained within them. You should not leave all the development onto the team or on a specific person. Okay, you should have a specific period of time in a day or weekly updates with the team to track down what is the progress, where you are, and how much time or resources or any challenges or risk are being involved in it. In this area, again, I would advise to have a particular consultant or an advisor who will actually help you and guide you throughout the journey for making a SaaS business work. There are many times challenges and risk involved which you cannot be able to see, which the consultant or a person who is having some experience in the SaaS business may be able to check out. So this is all about the things you should be knowing. There would be a lot of things. Again, if you want, you can go and feel free to check out my Medium blog. The links would be in the description, and also the book that I recently wrote. It's on cheat code for building a SaaS. You will get A to Z knowledge on all the aspects that you are trying to develop, and will actually or eventually help you a lot in your SaaS business or SaaS journey. I hope you like this video. In future, we will be coming more with these videos.